Mold growth in residential homes is a common concern, often shrouded in myths and misconceptions. These myths can lead to either overreaction or underestimation of the problems. Understanding the truth behind these myths is essential for homeowners to effectively address mold issues. This video aims to clarify the top myths about mold growth in the home, providing evidence-based information to promote a healthy living environment. Myth number 1. Mold is only found in dirty homes. One prevalent myth is that mold growth is exclusive to unclean homes. This misconception leads to a stigma that associates mold with poor housekeeping. However, mold spores are ubiquitous in the environment, and mold growth can occur in any residence, regardless of cleanliness, when conditions are right, namely the presence of moisture, a food source like drywall or wood, and suitable temperatures. Myth number 2. Bleach completely eliminates mold. Bleach is often touted as the go-to solution for mold problems. While bleach can kill surface mold on non-porous materials, it does not address the root cause of mold growth, excess moisture. Moreover, it is ineffective against mold on porous surfaces, where the roots of the mold can penetrate deep within the material. Myth number 3. A small amount of mold is not a concern. Some homeowners believe that a small patch of mold is not worrisome. However, even minor mold growth can spread quickly and potentially cause health issues, particularly for individuals with allergies, asthma, or compromised immune systems. Therefore, even small amounts of mold should be addressed promptly. Myth number 4. Mold growth is always visible. Another common myth is that mold growth is always visible. In reality, mold can grow in hidden areas, such as behind walls, under carpets, or in attics and basements. Mold growth can go undetected for a long time, causing damage to the home and possibly affecting the indoor air quality. Myth number 5. Once removed, mold will not return. Some homeowners believe that once mold is removed, the problem is solved permanently. However, if the underlying moisture problem is not corrected, mold can and likely will return. Effective mold remediation involves removing the mold and addressing the moisture source. Myth number 6. All mold is extremely dangerous. While certain types of mold, such as Stachybotrys, commonly known as black mold, can produce toxins, not all molds are toxic. Nonetheless, all mold growth in the residential environment should be taken seriously due to the potential health risks and property damage. Myth number 7. Mold can be completely eradicated. It is a common misconception that homes can be made entirely mold-free. But since mold spores are a natural part of the environment, complete eradication is neither possible nor necessary. The goal is to maintain mold at a normal, harmless level through proper moisture control and ventilation. Myth number 8. Do-it-yourself mold testing kits are reliable. Many homeowners rely on over-the-counter mold testing kits to assess mold levels in their homes. However, these kits are often unreliable and can lead to false positives or negatives. Professional assessment is the most accurate way to determine the presence and extent of mold issues. Myth number 9. Only black mold is harmful. While black mold is infamous for its toxicity, color is not an indicator of how dangerous a mold species may be. Different molds can have various health effects, and any visible mold growth should be evaluated and remediated. Myth number 10. Mold is the only problem after a water damage. Following a water damage, homeowners often focus solely on mold prevention and remediation. While mold is a significant concern, water damage can also lead to structural issues, electrical hazards, and other problems that should not be overlooked. Mold growth in residential homes is a complex issue, beset by numerous myths that can hinder proper management. Understanding the facts about mold is critical for homeowners to prevent, identify, and address mold problems effectively. So let's discuss 2 bonus myths. Bonus myth number 1. Dead mold is not harmful. A significant yet often overlooked misconception is the belief that once mold is killed, it no longer poses a health risk. This is a dangerous myth because even dead mold can cause health problems. Mold consists of microscopic spores that can become airborne and inhaled. When alive, these spores can grow and multiply, but even after they are dead, the spores can still cause allergenic reactions or respiratory issues in sensitive individuals. Furthermore, the toxic compounds produced by some molds, known as mycotoxins, can remain active for a long time, even after the mold itself has been killed. Therefore, proper mold remediation involves removing the mold and not necessarily killing it. It's important to remove it entirely from the home to ensure a healthy and safe environment. And our second bonus myth, mildew is a different entity than mold. Contrary to this widespread belief, mildew is not a distinctively separate entity from mold. Rather, it can be considered a certain type of mold. When we see a small amount of mold growth in an area that is often wet and it has grown to a very small degree, we often refer to it as mildew, such as what we might find in a bathtub or shower around the caulk line. And while mildew may be less invasive or have grown less than a full mold colony that seems more problematic, it is, in fact, a form of mold. This misunderstanding may lead to underestimating the potential health risks and necessary remediation steps required to address the mildew, which, like all molds, can have adverse effects on health and home integrity if not properly managed. Homeowners should maintain a vigilant eye on moisture control and seek professional advice when necessary, and act swiftly upon the first signs of mold growth to ensure a safe and healthy living environment. By dispelling these myths, homeowners can adopt a more informed and proactive approach to mold management in their homes. Well, that's all for today's video on Indoor Environmental Safe Space. If you found this information helpful, give us a like and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'm Mike McNatt, wishing you and your family health and happiness in your indoor environmental safe space. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you again.